everybody should get a notification. Okay. Good Lord. That was the one thing you have to record today, Dale. I'm like, yes, we'll record it, I promise. Um, but the things I want to introduce you to are the things that are in Canva, and let me go there. Let me go to my home. The classroom code is in the chat, Nicole. It's pinned at the top of the chat, so you should see it.
Dale, I'm sorry, my computer is running a little slow, but I did go through your assignment and the magic edit is there now.
Awesome. Okay, cool. That means that it's there for all the students too, but I got to figure it out. So, um, somebody somewhere will tell me, you know what, the students shouldn't have that. And at that time, I will deal with that issue, but I'm not going to do it right now. All right. So when I get in, I need to completely get out of all of this so I get where I want to be. Okay. So when you first get into Canva, you get into a screen that looks like this. What we're going to be looking at today is the education button right here. This tab has a lot of stuff in it specifically for education, and that's because we have Canva for Education. So when I click on that button, get a lot of choices over here. You can have it generate student activities. You can see the templates. What I usually do is in the templates right here, I go to see all. Again, I went to the education button and education templates, see all. When you do that, here's where you get the real breakdown and the real magic. Here you have subject, grade, resource type. So you can actually look for resources that are for your specific subject, for your specific grade, and a specific resource type, a presentation, a lesson, worksheets, things like that that have already been created and have already been vetted for that grade level and for that content. So what I want you to do is to take 3 or 4 minutes, and I want to make sure you can get there first. Everybody needs to get to the beginning of the home, and then you go to the education button and then see all the templates. And that's where you can see the different breakdowns here. And I want somebody to actually try to look for lessons because that's totally cool. So I'm going to give you 4 minutes starting now to go ahead and look into this a little bit on your own. See what you can find. Okay. Now, either unmute and tell me or put in the chat. Did you find something? Did you find anything you think was like you didn't know was there before? I'm going to manually unmute everybody and listen to what's going on. Class schedule. Wow. Tools to use for writing. And was that a grade level? Did you look under a grade level and content, or was it just a general search? Just curious. Okay.
If we have any lower elementary teachers in here with handwriting as one of your skills that you're working on, Canva has some amazing templates where you can input the students' names to generate handwriting lines and practice for your students.
Amber. Amber, can you share your screen real quick and I can get you to where you need to be?
Yeah, I was trying to figure this out. Like mine just doesn't look like, and I don't know, I have created a certificate in there before. But like there's no way to even share it. There's no,
Are you in your school
yeah,
account? Okay.
yeah.
Share your screen down at the bottom
Okay.
in Google Meet.
Oh, here we go.
I'll stop.
I'm trying to find here. Background.
It looks like a little computer with an arrow pointing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mine doesn't look like
Like I don't
yours
have any of
either.
those icons at all.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have the classroom either. It doesn't, that my canvas doesn't look like yours. So I don't know if I'm on the right
Okay.
count.
Yeah.
We'll get you there.
My share is grayed out, so I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, it won't let me
Let's see.
share. It just lets me cancel. Let me try to let me see. Let me try again. No. No. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Okay, down at the bottom left,
Mm-hmm.
where it says S and like whatever that is down there, click on that.
And I think
Click on Amber.
I unclicked myself because it wasn't doing anything.
Okay.
But
Try changing your team that you're in.
Yeah, click on the
Right below
teams
your
where it
name.
says staff and admin. I'm sorry.
okay.
Did you click in the wrong
And I
place?
go into personal.
Oh, yeah, no.
No.
Go to
Probably the
middle school.
middle
Middle
school. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
There we go, please.
Yay.
Okay, let's go there. Yeah.
Okay. Because I was looking, I was
Okay,
like,
there
this
it
is
is.
not looking anything like y'all's.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
you're in the right place.
Okay. Let me unshare this.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Anybody else in the same boat? Because that is a big one. In Canva, especially now that we have the school edition, down here in the bottom left corner, there are different teams. There's campus teams. I talked about this the other night, but there are any teams you have created in the past with this same email. And those all show up here.
Mm.
So you need to check and make sure you're in the correct one. The one for your campus should be the one that has all the education stuff.
Okay.
I don't think I am on. I do have a Canvas account, but I don't know if I created one for teachers.
You should have
Or-
one automatically. Do you have Canva open right now?
Um,
Wait, we lost you. You're muted.
sorry. I
That's okay. It keeps muting for some reason. I'm not doing it, I swear.
okay. There, I took my finger off there. But yeah, I have the one that you assigned the magic. Magic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on that one right now, but that's it. Like I don't. But I can. We can go on. I can try to figure it out. I just want to see which
We are
one.
recording, so that'll you can look back at what we did
Yeah.
and go through that. Yeah.
Okay, sounds
Okay,
good.
cool.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks everybody for sharing. I'm glad we were able to get somebody back in there. Susanna joined. Welcome, Susanna. We're in a Google Classroom and the code. Yeah, lots of people joining. The code is in the chat. It's at the top of the chat. It should be pinned. Please join our Google Classroom. And I'm going to go back there for everybody. And what I would like you guys to do, everybody come back to the Google Classroom. Bring it on back. Go down to right under where it says exit ticket, Canvas Teacher Essentials, Canva Teacher Essentials, Kickstart Lesson, open that. And I did check all these. They all have assignments tonight. And if you open this one, it's another one of those where you have to look for stuff. But what this is, it actually uses, it's a scavenger hunt. It actually uses the thing that we just saw, which was you're going to search by grade level, you're going to search by content, and you're going to search for the type of thing that you're looking for, the type of resource you're looking for. So it's asking me here, we'll do the first one, find a worksheet for grade 4 students. So I would go, let's hang on. Education. I need my educate. Where's my education? Oh, there it is. And I'm looking for, what did it tell me? It's a worksheet for a 4th grade student. Let's see. Yes. So I'm going to look for grade level 4 and the type of resource, the worksheet. And look and see what I got. And it's asking you to copy a link to this. You can open it. I believe you can share it here. It gives you the link. And you can come back to where you were and paste it in that little box. All right. There it was. What you're going to notice is that I believe these are locked. You have to click on the little lock above it, and then you can paste whatever you want to in it. I pasted a link right there. So go ahead and look through these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and see if you can find those specific resources for the grade level and the content it's telling you. You might need to zoom in a little bit. By the way, the zoom is down at the bottom. It's a slider. You can zoom in and out with that to read it because it comes up really small. Any questions so far? I'm doing a lot of talking. Yes, Miss Bonda, you're all supposed to see my screen, but I have these little buttons that say share this tab, share this tab, share this tab. I just get confused. It's late. I'm sorry. Can you see my screen now, Cammy?
Yes, I can see it now. Thank you.
You bet. Sorry.
Is everyone able to find the education button after clicking on the link to this assignment?
I can't.
Okay, so the problem, if you're having that problem, it might be because of the team that you're in. You might have to kind of toggle back and forth between this assignment because when it opens, it takes us right to the staff and admin team. So you might have to toggle to your campus team in order to find that education button.
So we can have them both open at the same time?
You can do two separate tabs. That might be easier.
I'll try that.
Dale, you're on mute.
Talking to myself. No, I always open up in a new tab, or it always opens in a new tab, which can sometimes get confusing because you get a lot of tabs open. But yeah, that's a great point. And that may have been some of the issue the other night, that the assignments that I shared were shared from that account. So it could be that it automatically opened up the staff and admin. I honestly didn't know that everybody had that. So it may be just because I'm sharing stuff from that account. That's something to think about. Hey, give me a yes in the chat if you found something. Anything. Haley's yes was from earlier. I'm not sure that counts. Thank you. Oh no. Claudia, if you go to the Google Classroom, in the classwork tab, down under session 2, it's right underneath the exit ticket. And you click on that and that should open it in the right place. I don't want to open it again because I've already got it open once.
How is it supposed to look when I paste it on the square?
You know what? When you paste it, let me go back to it. When I pasted it, all it did was give me a little link like below it or above it. It didn't really put anything in the square itself. It didn't put any text. It just, all of a sudden there was a link there. You see that it
Oh
showed
yeah,
up
I
right
see
here.
that, but I thought
Uh,
it would have like a icon
yeah,
or something.
no, it just makes this whole box a link
Oh,
to
can we
whatever
make
you
it where
just
it shows
shared.
an icon? Or
You
no?
can, you could paste a shape there. You could put some text there, and then you could highlight it and make it a link.
Okay,
Sure.
because like
If
you're
ever
not
you
able to
were
see
wanting
that
to
it.
copy the entire thing and add it to a presentation, so for example, if you are creating a presentation for your class and you wanted the picture of the assignment in your presentation, you are able to add it at the top of the little screen or the page. There's a little plus button to add another page to that screen. And that's where you can paste the actual assignment so you can see
Yeah.
both on that same document.
But it won't be like hyperlinked, like a blue.
No,
You know how we're.
you can paste the entire thing there.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, you can paste a whole, you can even paste a whole template, or a single document or a photo, or yeah. Okay. So we all got there. That's good. I would like to move on just a little bit, and I am going to go to Chelsea and let her demonstrate her stuff, because I really wanted to get you guys, but for me, the biggest thing was to get y'all where you can find the searchable content, where it's in there by grade level, by content, by type. And once you get there, that really opens up a whole lot of stuff for you. And I didn't mention, but in the course that I took these things from, every one of these activities has a video right before it. So in each one of these, it explains what you do. That's why I'm kind of throwing you to the wolves here. The video explains how you do the things in the activity. And to get there, right up here at the top of the classwork page, I have 2 links. This one I added last week, but right here, it's a link to a page with several of the Canva Design School certification courses. And the 2 that we have been working in are both there. And somebody asked me today if these sessions are going to be recorded. They are going to be recorded, but if you really want to walk through it with a lot of detail, this is really the best place. This page has got all of the major courses. Canva Essentials is one that we did, and Teacher Essentials is the other one we've been working out of. And it walks you through it a lot slower and with a lot more detail. So I just thought I would mention that is in the Google Classroom in the classwork page. But I'm going to go ahead and step out for a second and let Chelsea show you what she's been working on. And I'm going to stop sharing.
So we thought we could show you some finished products, what you could do with all of these wonderful applications. So I'm going to share my screen. I did attach on the Google Classroom some examples of some finished products. And these are things that I'm using in my classroom this week. Let me see if I can share my screen with you all. Let's do this one. My computer is running a little slow, so please bear with me. All right, can you all see my screen?
We see us.
Oh no.
Share a different tab.
Okay. Let me try again. Okay, so we'll start here. Under session 2, down here at the bottom, there is one that says examples of finished products. Better? All right, yay. Okay,
Yes.
so I gave you all an example of what I'm using for our 5th grade class. This is a presentation. You can click on it. You should be able to view it. Please let me know if you're unable to view it. I also have a worksheet that followed along with that activity. So I'm going to open up both of them. Let me change the tab that we're seeing so you can see that part of my screen as well. Oop, not that one. Sorry, y'all. Been a while since I've used this one. All right.
There should be a button
Can you all see my
at the top of the
Canva?
tab. Not yet. Hang on. Yes. See your Canva.
All right. So these are some of the other products that I've been working on this week. Let me open up this one. This is the example that I have there in the Canva or in the Google Classroom. So
Go ahead and
for 5th
share the
grade, they're
tab that
working on
opens up.
equal and unequal forces. Oh, okay.
Every time you open, and I've been having the same thing. Every time I open another Canva tab, you got to click the little share this tab instead button at the top. Because I start talking about it and realize nobody can see what I'm talking about.
I'm going to go back to and share the entire screen. So maybe that will
There you go.
fix that problem. So when I toggle, can you see it now?
Yes.
Yay. Work in progress. All right.
Right.
So one thing that I did want to point out is when I was creating this, we were using stuff from HMH. I don't know if you all are familiar with our science curriculum. And so when I was creating some of these slides, I pulled information from HMH. I even pulled some images using the snipping tool. Is everyone familiar with the snipping tool? I gotta go back and see your faces. I can't see your faces.
Yes, we are.
If you
I'm
ever
seeing
need
some
help with it, let
nods.
me know.
So
Okay. Yay, awesome. So you can use that snipping tool and copy it and paste it right into whatever presentation you're working on. So that's one thing I wanted to point out. Even this last image over here in my little exit ticket, this was from the HMH curriculum. And so we were able to bring that in. Now, to create this whole design, you can follow the awesome process that Dale showed you. There's another way to do it as well. If you know exactly what you're looking for, you can come over here to where it says design. And right here in the search button, start typing in whatever it is that you needed. So I knew I needed something for balanced and unbalanced forces, and I simply typed that in. And the AI will start generating anything that it has that's related to that topic. So you can see right there, this is where I got my initial presentation from. Now, just like with any AI, I caution you, go through it before you use it and make sure it meets whatever criteria you need to meet. There were some things in this one. It is designed for 5th grade, but the stuff that they had in there was more of 6th, 7th grade information. So I had to change those slides to make it match what our curriculum wanted us to teach. So just kind of be wary of that as you are creating your presentations. Now for activities, because we want our students to be engaged and be doing something with you, right? Have that finished product. So for 5th grade, they were working on those balanced and unbalanced forces, and we had a lab that I wanted them to do. And they were going to be experimenting with tug of war. I gave them little cars, and they had to put weights on either side of the car to see whether or not it was a balanced force or an unbalanced force. And so I was able to create this document to help them keep track of their investigation as they go. Again, I did the same thing. I went over to the design little tab over there. I knew what I needed. I typed in as much as I could, and it generated several ideas. And for this one, I actually combined 2 of the ideas. So I know we were talking earlier about how can we show that whole design that we just saw. Well, up here, I'm sorry, it's loading. It's taking a while. There's this little button. This is how you can add another page to whatever you're working on. When you add that next page, I'm going to give it a second. Sorry, it's loading. It should give you a blank page. And when you come over here to design, you can type in whatever you need. So I'm just going to click on something for now. Say I want them to do this sort with the activity. I can click on that and it'll add it to that blank page, and it won't get rid of what is already there. Now with this, again, I caution, make sure you add a blank page, because if you don't add that blank page, it will cover up what you already have. And if that happens, it's okay. There is an undo button up here at the very, very top. Any questions so far?
yeah, that button is my best friend.
I know that's a lot of information.
That button has saved me many times. Yeah.
Yes.
Also, when you first click on it, it pastes it over the other thing. If you just real quick hit the delete button, it'll just delete exactly what you just pasted. So that's a quick way to do it, but always be careful when you hit delete, because you never know what you're going to be deleting.
Yes. Now, Canva can be used for a lot more. There was one more thing I wanted to show you. So as you're creating your Google Classrooms and you're getting them all set up for your students, you know how at the very top there's that little banner. So I'll go back over here to our Google Classroom, back over to the stream. If you're like me and you're a colorful person and you want to have it with a little more design, you can customize your banner up here by creating one in Canva. So as a STEM teacher, I see all of the grade levels. So I have a Google Classroom for all of our grade levels. And I started creating different banners here in Canva. Again, it's super duper easy. If you know what you want, you just type in Google Classroom banners and it'll start generating several ones that they already have. You can even change them out for the seasons. When you click on them, you can customize them, add your name, whatever you need to do. Does everyone know how to download something from Canva? Say you wanted to print off a worksheet that you made. I'm sorry, I can't see your faces again.
Go ahead and show us.
You share as a PDF. I mean, you save it as a PDF, right? Or a PNG, whichever.
Yeah, absolutely.
PDF.
So for the banner, I would save it as a photo, a PNG, right? Let me go back and let's do a worksheet because that's what you're more than likely going to want to print and share it with your students. So I'm going to go over here to my home. Again, please bear with me. My computer is going really slow. All right, and I'm going to go to one of the worksheets that we have for this week. This one is a second grade worksheet. Now that I have my worksheet all done, I want to share it with my students. I can do this a couple of ways. I can assign it to them through Canva by creating a link and posting it onto my Google Classroom, or I could print it off. Now, if you were here last time, Dale had mentioned that if you print through Canva, it will cost you money. Don't do that. You can download it to your computer and print it there at school for free. So to do that, once it loads, I'll show you that. All right. You'll go to the share button. Go to download. Here, you're going to want to change it to a PDF for printing. That'll format it very nicely. And I want to do all pages. All right, it's downloading. Okay, and so now it's downloaded onto my computer. I can open it up and I can print it as normal. Now, let's say you want to share it with your students, just like Dale was sharing all of those wonderful activities with you on your Google Classroom. There's a couple ways you can do it. Here is where you can share it. You can copy a link and share it with others. So when you do this, you need to think about whether or not you want them to be able to view it, whether you want them to edit. If you click edit, they can edit this copy that you made. If you don't want that, then you're going to want to click assign. And when it loads, sorry. All right, so we can share it via a link to our students. Again, you'll copy that link and you can paste it there into your Google Classroom. If ever you need help with your Google Classroom, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to sit with you and help you with that as well. You can assign it through Canva. Now that we have this awesome program, all of your students do have a Canva account. So you can assign it through Canva as well. It is a little bit trickier. I do recommend using Google Classroom right now until you get the hang of Canva. Any questions so far? I know that's a lot.
I did want to explain. Haley just asked a question that we talked about a little bit the other day, but when you go to assign something to your class, when you want to go ahead and assign it to Google Classroom, if you use the, I don't have my thing open, but if you use, there are two buttons at the top. One says assign and one says share. And under the share button, there's a Google Classroom option. If you choose the Google Classroom option, at least right now, when the students open up their link that you shared with them, it gives them the choice of, I want to edit this template or I want to create my own copy. You don't want them to have that option. So if you go to the assign button and you assign it with a link, it copies the link to your computer, and then you go into Google Classroom on your own and assign it and add a link to it. That's really the only way, or that's the only way you can be assured at this point that it's done the correct way. If you try it the other way, it's 50-50. And with kids, that's really 80-20. It's not 50-50. Yeah, the chance they're going to do the right thing is very rare. Any questions, anybody? Great. You know what? I was going to dig into the Magic Write because there's a lot in there, but there's a lot in there. So I think I'm going to hold that off until the next, we're not going to do this next week. I've been taking a week off. And then after that, I'll have another Tuesday, Thursday where we'll talk about this. But in the meantime, I do need everybody to do the exit ticket. That's for credit. So that's back in Google Classroom. I have so many things open. That's here in Google Classroom. Let me share. Oops. There we go. So is everybody seeing my Google Classroom? Let me move this over here. Yeah. All right. So in the classwork tab, right here at the top of session 2, exit ticket feedback, that just gives me a little feedback on what we talked about. I do have something in the chat, my account as well. Yeah, Sonia, that's fine. If you want to hang on after we're done here in a few minutes, I can have you share your screen and walk you through it. That's not a problem at all. But everybody, you guys have a good night. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Thank you, Chelsea. You're a lifesaver. And I appreciate everything. You guys have a great evening, and I'm going to call it a night now, and I will hang around for a few minutes and help Sonia, and talk to you guys later. Thank you for coming.